Welcome to another Barker Gaming commentary video. In this video, I'll be talking about should company go out of its way to stop leaks from happening, and as well as we have on the other side, we have people that have had early information, but they have signed the NDA to get the information. And as well as, I'll be talking about the Stream Deck, and I would like to discuss more about the actual hardware and what I think the architecture is, and other than just, hey, look at this new shiny thing. So, firstly, I want to kind of talk about like how companies are going out of way to try and get rid of the leaking community. This has kind of like been both prominent in tech community and in the game industry. Another example I like to talk about, I think, like if for anyone that has been watching Moore's Law's Dead, he has kind of unofficially in certain like live streams and be like, hey, I had companies coming to me and be like, can you please take down this video, because most likely is one of his leak videos that is like, hey, but as we all know, Moore's Law's Dead, a lot of time, a lot of his information come NDA 3. So for companies that do try and take it down those videos, I don't think it's reasonable. However, we also have the leakers that have signed NDA and they still, disregard the NDA and still leak the early information. So what is that? Another and a good example of this is again Genshin Impact. They recently had a few leaking channels, such as Uncle Whoever. He knowingly have signed an NDA about a early beta access for the next patch and then when he signed the uncle guy, when he signed the NDA, he was still willing to leak out information, but the information that he was leaking was under his NDA, and as a result, MiHoYo was rightfully so pissed and fined this uncle guy quite a lot of sum of cash for because he broke the NDA. So, however, here's my opinion on this. If you are a leaker and you signed an NDA, well, guess what? You better stick to that bloody NDA, as you have a legal obligation, and the company that will get you if you literally sign the NDA and they give you any early information and you decide to leak early, that's on you and that's you. That's your problem. However, for the channels, for the companies that are going out of their way to stop leak videos from happening, even though the channels don't have never signed an NDA, like Moore's Law's Dead, I believe that is outright wrong. We are all freedom media press, and we as media press, if we technically get information that was not under any legal contract, and anyway, you cannot shit on us. However, I do believe if you do get those non-NDA information, I do believe where it's best to try as a leaker, you want to protect your sources. And when you do the out of day, not NDA day, you want to make sure where it's like the company can't exactly pinpoint your sources, so that by the time the companies is like, it's basically information out there where it's just not worth pinpointing that individual or department that is potentially your source for your leaker. Now, let's talk about the Steam Deck. What do I think of? I'm just gonna skip the spec sheet. What do I think of it is? It is a good, platform. It is truly showing us that Linux is viable for gaming. So, however, what SoC do I believe that the Steam Deck is using? I believe that it is using a AMD Vango APU, which is Zen 2 cores with RDNA 2 GPU cores. As if you want like more information about it, I believe Moore's Law's Dead has a video on Van Gogh and on the SoC. And however, what do I think of it is, yes, Steam, you need to thank you for making Linux gaming viable. However, what do I think the ultimate Steam Deck is going to be? It's going to be a 720p gaming machine that we can play on the go, 30/60 FPS. Most games we should be able to do that. And on top of Steam Deck is, well, a first portable console that supports from my knowledge, the XC SD card standard, which on paper can go up to 2 terabyte. And that, as well as, we all know not all SD cards are equal. You buy cheap, large capacity SD cards, well, you may have tons of capacity, but guess what? Those SD cards are slow. So when you do buy an SD card for this Steam Deck, you have to make sure, well, you get the proper speed, high enough speed, both in and capacity. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more Barker Gaming commentary videos.